I can't believe you made it this far. You've entered Arc 6 of the Golden Squad podcast, Retribution. I, of course, am your host and GM, Luke. This episode ended up being our shortest one, partly because Edward wasn't with us this time. We make up for it with a special Edward-focused episode on our next session, which takes place concurrently with this one to explain what his character was doing during the events of this episode. What even is Golden Squad without our favorite judicial bibliophile? On to the story. This is going to be Arc 6, Episode 1. And I suppose it's important to go over. I know Kristen needs the refresher. Does anyone else need the refresher for what Geoff told them during his one-on-one meetings?
No, I'm good.
Fudge, bad, okay.
Okay, so I'll do that with Kristen real quick, and then we'll come back and do the recap and everything.
Why, you don't want to just do it right here in front of everyone?
No.
New. It's supposed to be private.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
So, Geoff gave you the special task. So, it's good that you, didn't remember, because it kind of plays it off like you have a special secret, because you kind of do. He gave you the task of, he has a drug that can render someone like Danielle unconscious, and he needs your sleight of hand skills in order to give it to her. And so, he says, hey, there's this party, and I want you to basically drug her.
Sounds good.
He'll tell you, he scheduled this fancy dinner, and Hannah's going to be there, so nobody's going to be able to use powers. But Danielle almost exclusively drinks the red wine at these parties. I don't have a good way of, dissuading others of drinking the red wine. I mean, maybe you could, try to figure out a way to have other people not get dosed by it. But if you dose the red wine, then she should almost certainly get the drug in her cocktail, and it has a decent delay in when it onsets. So
okay.
No one will know for about 12 hours that they've been dosed.
Okay.
So you could dose her and enjoy the rest of the meal, and no, it's not going to be obvious that she was dosed right away.
Okay.
But it has to be done without powers, because Hannah is going to be present.
Okay. Gotcha.
So because you're a thief...
So, be real sneaky.
Yeah.
My special powers. How are we going to do that with, the group, though, without them knowing?
I was going to bring that up next. I'm going to occasionally call out that everybody's going to make rolls. I'm going to say everybody roll a d20. They're going to be rolling nothing. They're going to know nothing about this. You are going to be rolling your stealth, so your sleight of hand.
Okay.
It's not always going to be sleight of hand. It's either going to be sleight of hand or stealth. I'll do the modifier for you. That's even better. So I won't tell you what you're rolling, sleight of hand or stealth, but it'll be either one of those.
Okay. Gotcha. And you don't think anybody's going to ask, what that's for?
Well, they can. I'm not going to tell them.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Only you will know what that's for. For them, it's going to be nothing. It's going to be a meaningless roll. But you may get noticed, so there's a chance that you can get noticed doing this. That's a risk you're going to run. Not just by your team. You could tell them if you want to as well. But you might get noticed by Andrea, Danielle, Hannah. Geoff told you to do it, so he's not going to notice. But there's other people at this place.
Okay. Yeah. The big wigs.
Exactly. Okay. Ready to go back?
Cool. Sounds good.
Okay.
Yep.
So, previously on Golden Squad, you guys raided the building of Morph.
And girl.
Yes. And girl. Ladies and gentlemen. Raided the building of Morph, and you took out his operation for developing technology that steals powers and puts it into devices.
Yep.
Killing the original owner, and you found the 3 victims that they'd done it to. 4 if you include...
Callum found God. PTSD.
4 if you include hardware, and they utilized hardware in order to make this work. You guys recovered hardware and are working towards bringing him back from his weird catatonic state.
Yeah, we have some tech from Cooper.
Sorry, just to touch on those 4, it was Hugh, tech guy, teleport lady.
The victims you're talking about?
Yeah.
So they killed 3 people. They killed Annie Toya, or you guys called her Elastigirl. Ralph Sentinel, who had memory manipulation.
Memory guy, yep.
And they killed Exchange.
Okay.
And then they did whatever weird stuff to hardware.
Rough.
Yeah.
Turned him into cyborg.
I guess. He was kind of already there. Did it to himself. And then, after you completed the mission and shut down the facility and disarmed the bombs and everything, Callum ended up murdering all of the guards,
Oh no.
except for the guy who is using the exchange helmet. And I don't think you killed the katana girl,
No, I threatened it, but never did it.
and you did not kill Morph either. So those 3 survived.
Yeah, the important ones.
Yeah, so they got arrested. The unnamed katana girl and motorcycle head guy, the villains or whatever, they were taken to normal jail and stripped of their technology, and Morph was taken to the special powered prison. And then after you guys got back to Phi, Geoff met with all you individually and told you some secrets. He didn't tell everybody the same thing, but there was a lot of overlap in what he did tell you. And he told you about a upcoming executive party that was going to be held in the next few days, and I think that's where we left off. I don't think there's anything else. Oh yeah, you guys solved the Speed 2 problem. Yeah, but that was that's intermission. So Jade got a song written about her, all that fun stuff.
Super popular now.
Exactly, you're a star.
Speed 2.
Yeah, I heard you guys watch the movie,
Oh yeah. It was awful.
and you loved it.
Yeah.
We did. So good.
Did you learn anything new? Did you think about new ways to solve the problem that you guys were in based on what you saw in the movie?
I think we did a pretty good job in the problem. I was actually kind of amazed that you designed that based off of that movie.
I didn't. That was the Samina mastermind.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that he did that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so, and he'll return with the new movie. Gotta watch out. Okay, so it's the night of the dinner. Edward tells all of you guys that he has to prepare to give an opening statement in a trial, and he's unable to attend the dinner, and that's why Edward is not here. Wah.
Wah, wah, wah. He will be missed.
For listeners, Edward is traveling, so he's not
He's
actually here
dead
with
forever, gone.
us. Yeah, next session, we'll make sure that everybody's here.
Everybody.
Oh my gosh.
The next arc episode, we'll make sure everybody's there. It's the day of the dinner. You guys have any prep time you want before this to get anything you want done. So if there's anything you want to get out of the way ahead of this dinner, then you can.
I feel like Callum wants to prep, but I mean, pay no attention to the man behind the green screen. We never talk about these things outside of us sitting around talking about these things, which is the concern in that, I don't know if we want, how are we approaching this? Because I feel like the last time we were talking about everything was that, lots of crazy stuff was happening. We didn't know who to trust. We were kind of we have to trust Geoff because he can read our minds if we don't trust him. And then we were I guess we're all trusting him, but not with the overthrowing of Phi. But now we're going into this party. Is that right?
Yep.
When we're going to this thing, I don't know if we're going to... I don't know what the plan is.
It almost sounds
Fuck
like
that.
we might have an ultimatum slapped on us if goes down dramatically.
Mm-hmm. You have to choose.
Yeah, Jeff's just gonna be I don't know, start some.
There's going to be a fight broken out. Oh, so
Yeah, fight.
Whoa.
all of the vice presidents and presidents of Phi are going to be there, which means Hannah's going to be there. So there will be no powers
Right.
unless you get. Well, you guys can do rolls if you want to try to use your powers, but you have to roll better than her nullify, and it's super strong. So there's a chance you can get a power, but you're gonna have to roll really well, and that's true for everybody there.
Okay.
Callum wants to bring a gun.
What the?
So,
Oh,
I mean,
man.
for the moment of what
I don't
what
think
are we gonna
we
do?
can't bring weapons, can we? I wouldn't really expect
Yeah,
that we could
if
even...
something bad happens, what's the scenario here? We have no powers, we're blocked.
Yeah.
We have no training in hand-to-hand combat like maybe some other people might have, or weapons like some other people might have.
I mean, Jade's not too bad at hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kick ass. Don't worry, guys, I got you.
So yeah, if you want to discuss how to approach this is the time.
How to approach the party? I
yeah.
mean, we just play it casual, guys. Just play it casual.
I
Yeah,
don't know
well,
if Callum goes into the party. I don't know if I go into the party. I feel like I sit outside as the remote backup with an earpiece. And the excuse is Callum just went through a really traumatic event and doesn't feel like being in public right now. Because this is still only a day after, right?
I don't remember if I said a day or a few days, but not long after.
That's not a bad idea, though, to have somebody outside making sure, like, there's not, like, some sort of coup massing outside the building, you know what I mean?
It's kind of my thought. Is like,
Yeah.
is there any concerns to...
I mean, if you want to do that, I don't think that's... I think that's, like, totally fine. Like, if you just want to, like, I don't know, play lookout, just to make sure there's nothing weird going on, like getting started outside or something, you just have your eyes out there.
Yep.
Stake out.
But wouldn't people at the party, like, I don't know, be suspicious if Callum wasn't? He
I don't think
RSVP'd, he was going.
Again, Callum was, like, held against his will. I was strapped to a table 24 hours ago with Hugh Gloop.
PTSD, man, it's real.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm going in.
The real question, are you going to be taking Eep with you?
Oh, that's good. That is a real good question. No, I don't want the distraction
Leave
of Eep, so
Eep in the office?
I'll leave Eep in my... Well, I can leave Eep tonight after I get ready for the party, because I gotta get all prettied up.
Got it.
I will leave Eep in my apartment, or whatever I stay at, a condo. I don't really know.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about where you guys live, but that's fine.
She's all set up nicely there. All cozy.
Eep.
Does she?
So Callum's not going, so it's just Jade and Zach.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm just getting ready for the party, so...
Okay. Callum, are you going to, like, float around outside and just wait?
Yeah, like, we would know her sphere of influence, Andrea's, right?
Oh, Hannah?
So do we know her power influencing range?
Okay. So the maximum range of her power is 800 feet.
Okay.
And that's it, because when it's that far away, it's easier to resist. Within 200 feet, it's difficult to resist. So it's like it's full effect within 200 feet, medium effect within 400 feet, low effect within 800 feet. And in terms of rolling, what that means is within 200 feet, no disadvantage or no reduction. Within 400 feet, -2 to your chances to beat it, or +2, I guess. At 800 feet, between 400 and 800 feet, it's -5 or +5.
Okay.
So, not terrible. I mean, like, a distance. I think the only concern would be, like, if, like, fly checks are going to be a concern, I feel like would be the one thing. Like, if I needed to move in...
So maybe not fly. Maybe just, like, stand outside.
Yeah. Callum's gonna pack a parachute.
So you're going to fly and try to catch yourself if you fall.
Yeah, if anything were to happen. Like, I mean, this would be a part of the kit I wear.
Okay. I mean, alternatively, you could stand on something.
Stand on top of a roof, all dark and broody, like...
Yeah, like Batman. You don't need to be flying. You could just be waiting on a building, or you could bring a wingsuit. So your plan to fly, or did you want to just be inside the building, or inside a neighbor, or on top of a neighboring building, maybe?
Yeah, on top of a neighboring building, maybe at like the same height level, or maybe like higher. So if I were to need to jump off, I could. And then a healthy supply of medicine, in case anyone takes damage in this upcoming brawl scuffle that we're about to just embark upon.
All right.
I feel like it's going to be an all-out war, and Callum is very worried about that. Like, this is a big organization with superpowered people. I don't know what to expect.
I think there's one thing that I need to clarify based on where we started at and where we are now. And I realized I didn't actually make it super clear. Phi has a big superpower presence, but there's not a lot of superpowered people in the world. So, in terms of like the superpowered people in New York, there's like 50 at most, including people that don't work at Phi.
10% of them are going to be in this one building, though. That's an interesting thought.
Yeah, but you guys make up like 10% of them, just the four of you.
Yeah.
There's just not a lot of superpowered people. So, there's not going to be like hordes of supers coming against you ever, really.
Yeah, now it'll just be regular people shooting bullets at us.
Regular people shooting bullets is the more likely situation you're going to run into. Okay, so Zach and Jade, you guys are going to the party?
Yeah.
Anything you want to do beforehand?
I think I'm good.
All right, so you get to the party. You see the guest list is Danielle, Andrea, Geoff, Hannah, Janie is there as well. So those are all like the main leaders, like the vice presidents, I guess. So Danielle's in charge, and Andrea, Geoff, Hannah, and Janie are all in charge. There's a few extra chairs that are empty when you get there. So there's obviously chairs for Edward and Callum that are left empty. There's also 2 other empty chairs.
Little RSVP signs sitting on them.
No, it doesn't actually say who's supposed to sit there, but there are other empty chairs. One is next to Geoff and one is next to Danielle. Did Callum tell Geoff that he wasn't going to be there? Did he give that excuse to Geoff?
I don't remember Geoff making that invite. I feel like we were informed when we were all together as a group that this party was happening, and then we were deciding.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I've conversed with Geoff since the time the team has decided. I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't even talk to him.
Just no show?
Yeah. No call, no show.
Yeah, he invited you all. I'm just saying, are you going to tell him that you're not going to go? Or just not show up?
Oh, yeah, just not show up.
So rude.
Well, I mean, if anyone asks, they could just be like, oh, Callum's sick. Or, Callum's taking the night off. He doesn't want to be around people after being abducted. And that's not a lie. And they would know that that's the truth, because that's what I was telling everyone.
True story.
And you're going to be basically listening in on comms to the whole
Yeah.
conversations.
With the little ear probe, and maybe Zach gave me like a little camera to like watch in on things,
And like a
we've
parabolic
come up
mic or
with,
something.
with like code phrases, like if anything bad happens, they'll say pumpernickel real loud.
Okay. We should set that up now then. Yeah, if there's code words and stuff, no retconning that.
Okay, yeah. What is the code word for fudge gone bad?
So join us.
Won't you kindly join us? That would be a good one.
There we go. I like pumpernickel.
Won't you kindly join us for a slice of pumpernickel? And then I'll know. Callum will just bust in, guns blazing. Not guns blazing, but to
Rocks
assist as it
blazing.
need be.
All right.
And then I guess the second thing would be contingencies of what are the plans of action if a big fight breaks out, or what are we doing in those types of events? Like, are we staying and fighting, or are we getting out and letting whatever fight breaks out get resolved on its own? Thoughts?
I
That's the only
don't
thing I
know.
feel like I'm
It
worried
just
about.
depends, because we don't know what's gonna happen, if anything
Mhm.
crazy is gonna happen or not, and how it's gonna be framed, right? I don't know. That's kind of deciding that on the fly, I guess, because things might get exposed that make sense, and right now everything's kind of in the dark.
I guess broad strokes are, if anything happens, we're siding with Geoff in the interim.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay. So going under that assumption, I think Callum has prepared everything. He's got a little fanny pack with bandages, like a little Band-Aid, maybe some trail mix.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's the food options? Trail mixes? And what are you drinking? Or no drinks, because you don't want to pee and lose miss.
If I pee, I can just pee into space now.
Yeah, you could catch it and throw it, right? Someone's going to have a bad day way over there. I suppose you could just throw it into the water, right?
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
How does it always lead back to pee with Callum?
Yeah, wait, okay, here's a question. I was thinking about this on my drive today, which was, we get hero points at the start of sessions, or when do we get those?
The Ark, yes. You have them now. You all have one.
Okay, and you had stated in the past we could use hero points to retcon certain events.
Kind of.
I want to retcon that I ever peed on myself.
No, that is canon. That is stuck.
Yeah.
So
Damn it.
the uses of hero points, one of them is to change a scene. So it's a scene that you're in, you can edit something about it. So if you wanted, the example that I really liked from one of the podcasts I listened to, shout out to Masks and Mayhem. They had a scene where they entered a warehouse and the guy could control water, and he used his hero point to make the warehouse have a sprinkler system so that he could break it and have water for his attacks. It's oh, that's a great use of a hero point, because he's altered the scene, but it hasn't affected anything really. It's just for a future use, he's altered this scene so that he can can make better use of it.
Maybe that's a situation where we have Zach hack into the security system in like the conference room or whatever that gives Callum access to like any video monitoring or anything that would be available.
I mean, he could just bring in a camera. It's less risky. He's not going to be searched.
Yeah, but he's a master hacker.
Hey, but he can fail still. He's not flawless.
Okay, well, it's just an idea. Don't yell at me.
I mean, we can if you want. It's up to you and Zach.
They're trying to give Callum access to...
He's like the guy in the chair tonight is pretty much what he's saying.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I think you should just keep eyes out there, and then...
Okay. Yeah, I'll just have whatever.
Yeah.
If they bring a camera, I'll have that vision, or otherwise I'll just use the remote listening tools and binoculars, as it were.
Okay. Zach, are you going to bring a camera for him?
Yeah, I always have a camera, so... I mean, I can...
Like, I'm assuming you mean like a hidden camera on person so that he could see what you see.
Sure, let's do that. That's fine.
Okay. So you get seated at the dinner. A little bit later, you see Harry show up. So he fills in the empty seat next to Geoff. No one seems to sit next to Danielle. That seat stays empty.
Is it because she smells funny?
Well, there's Andrea sitting directly to her other side. So Andrea doesn't seem to mind. So Danielle speaks first. She says, like, thank you all for coming. You know, we've been doing this for quite some time. We'd like to get to know each of the people that work under us. And this session, Geoff has suggested that we have dinner with our very own Golden Squad. Although, I guess half of Golden Squad this time. I'm sorry that everybody couldn't make it, but welcome to the, I guess, executive dinner. We got a pretty good meal planned today. You guys can check out the menu, choose what you want. Then we have this nice chef to provide it, or to prepare it all for us. He's very expensive, so it's very nice food. He's preparing it in the kitchen back there as we speak, so feel free to get whatever you want. It's all on the house today. Yeah, and we'll just chat and get to know each other a little bit. That's generally why we're here. Any questions?
Callum over the radio is like, hey, careful with anything they tried feeding you. They may have drugged you.
Oh my god, Callum's losing it.
Yes, absolutely 100%. He trusts nothing. I trust nothing.
So on the menu, the main courses are filet mignon, Oscar, lobster tail, and sushi. Geoff says, as you're reading this, from your history of going out to sushi, he specifically had sushi requested to be added to the menu, just for you guys.
Nice.
A good guy.
Your proclivity of the sushi.
It was listening to those old episodes that reminded you.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
I was going through, I was like, they really love sushi. I should add that to the list. And on the drinks section, there's red wine, white wine, and a special fancy whiskey.
Ooh.
So, as well as like fountain drinks or whatever. If you wanted like a soda or something, it has that too.
Well, I'm gonna order a glass of red wine to start off.
Okay.
And sushi.
Okay, I have to say, like, what?
Sorry.
What's Zach getting?
Just sushi and water.
Okay. So everybody makes their orders. Danielle gets lobster tail and wine, red wine. Andrea gets a vegetarian sushi and water. Geoff gets the filet mignon and whiskey. Hannah gets lobster tail and white wine. Janie gets sushi and water. And what's his name? Harry also gets red wine and filet mignon. The waitstaff takes everybody's orders and...
Perception, do we recognize any of the waitstaff?
Sure, roll it.
Through my binoculars, I'm looking through the window.
Well, you have a camera on Zach. So
Okay, perfect. Natural one.
you have never seen these people in your life.
They're calling in outside help. I don't recognize any of them.
Okay.
Zach, I just thought you should know, I don't recognize anything.
Oh, I have to think that I am whispering the most nonsense in your ear, just like...
Zach's just like, he's getting distracted, like mid-conversation.
Yeah, like that was probably like what I'm sitting here, like, just telling your ear is just probably distracting you from what's happening. So sorry for that.
So at this point, all the food's like being cooked, and so people start just talking, and Andrea starts out saying, like, I think the thing that we need to say is that, like, we need to remember lost colleagues. So there's someone not here that we, for the first time, we've had this dinner we haven't had one of these dinners since he died, and I wanted for us to take a moment of silence just to remember Gregory and the things that he brought to Phi. Danielle and Hannah both go like, of course, this is, he deserved at least that much. So they have a moment of silence. And so do we. And then after that, Hannah speaks first, and she says, even though he was as much of a prick as he was, like, he was one of us. He treated us like siblings. He definitely had his prickly side, but in the end, we always knew we could count on him. He's going to be missed. I'm giving you guys the opportunity to, if you guys wanted to say or do anything.
I'm good.
Are we done with the moment of silence, or are we all?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, that's why I was like, Hannah says something, so.
I'm gonna go over and take the empty seat next to Danielle.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, and start chatting her up, and
Okay.
because I haven't really just gotten to know her very well. Or not very many Phi members outside of Geoff, I suppose.
Yeah, so Danielle is on one side, and on the other side is Hannah.
Yeah, and then there's an empty seat, right?
In the empty seat, Danielle is on your right and Hannah's on your left. So, what do you want to talk to Danielle about?
I guess I'll just thank her for putting this dinner on and welcoming us to the Phi, allowing us to be a part of the Phi crew.
And she goes, of course. I mean, you guys have earned it. You guys have put away some pretty hardened criminals at this point. We couldn't do this without you.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks, but yeah, it's been rewarding fighting for the good guys. So.
Okay, and then the wait staff comes out and gives you all of you guys your drinks. They realize that you'd switch places, and so they come bring it to your new seat.
It's been a rough couple of weeks, but it's still been rewarding being able to fight for the bad guys or the good guys.
The bad guys.
Sorry.
Sorry, some of the time.
Roll deception.
Perception?
No, deception. No.
Oh, deception.
Danielle asks, like, what's been your best experience working here? Like, what has brought you the most joy working for something like Phi? I know we're not the greatest in every regard, but we try to do the best we can. Is like, what do you like about this company, this job?
Honestly, I just enjoy getting to know all the different superheroes and their powers, and that you brought them all together for a similar cause, or for a good cause.
Right? I'm glad you see it that way. I've been doing a lot of work trying to make sure that everyone we hire is at least kind-hearted and has good intentions. Kind-hearted may not be the right word, thinking back to Gregory, but we do our best. He had a rough exterior, but he was a big kitten inside. Okay, everybody roll.
Him and I didn't always see eye to eye. I don't think he liked me very much.
You'd be surprised if you heard some of the things he said about you guys when you weren't around. He's a big kitten, trust me. He was a big kitten. He'll be missed.
Well, I'm sorry you lost such a good friend.
Okay, everybody roll a d20.
Callum included?
Yes.
Ooh. 10.
6.
5.
8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9.
Everybody roll perception.
17 on the die.
I got a
And
total of a 23.
I had to click through my
17 total.
23 as well for Callum.
It's an interesting turn of events this took. I didn't expect this. Okay, so Zach and Callum, from your camera, you see Jade having this conversation with Danielle. So remember that Geoff is sitting next to Andrea, who's sitting next to Danielle, and then Jade's next to Danielle. At the time this conversation is going on, Geoff's speaking to Andrea mostly, and then that conversation switches when Harry asks Geoff something, and then Andrea briefly asks Danielle to pass a knife or something. She asked, we don't know even what they said. So Andrea asked Danielle some question about something. You guys can't really overhear it. But at that moment, you see Jade switch glasses of wine with Danielle.
Oh, Jade is doing this. All right.
Okay.
Jade's just quiet over there.
Nobody else seems to notice it. So a quick look around the table. No one else seems to pick up on this switch.
Okay.
A lot of them are distracted having conversations amongst each other. Hannah and Janie are having a conversation. Harry and Andrea and Geoff are all kind of talking too. Andrea's kind of talking to both Geoff and Danielle.
I just had a realization,
What?
but I don't know if I want to share it right now.
You can message it to me if you'd like.
Okay.
Yeah, so that happened.
I trust my teammates.
Yeah, that whole thing where Geoff was having people make a potion to knock out a powered person.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah, I suppose that can be interpreted that way. Yeah. Conversations continue. Danielle looks to you, Jade, and Zach, and kind of says, so I heard you guys recently were able to save one of our own hardware and take down one of the Russian agents in the city. Like, nice work. That must have been really difficult to, like, be around so much loss of life.
Wait, who's saying this?
Danielle is saying this to you and Jade.
Oh, yeah, and that was actually a lot, which for Callum, too much, so that's why he's not here. He's taking a day for his mental health.
Oh, of course. I mean, the first few days that I ran into something like that, I took that whole week off. I don't expect him to be here.
How long ago was that?
Oh, decades at this point.
Right, you've been here forever, so
Forever.
I mean, founded it,
Or-
you know.
Ever.
But I just wanted to say, like, thank you for all you did for finding him and stopping any further damage he might have done. We've been having trouble recently with the SES, the Russian version of Phi, and sometimes they overstep a little bit, and I think they overstepped a little bit too much this time. We're gonna have to speak to their leadership and try to get some repercussions going.
Maybe.
Callum's not actually here.
Yeah, no, you can ignore the scene of a gallery over here.
Yeah, so how come we haven't ever had the chance to talk with you in the past, Danielle?
You've talked to her before?
Oh, okay. I thought we didn't really get too many opportunities. Sorry, I must have misunderstood that.
I don't remember really talking to her.
The time you talked to her before, it was very brief. She brought you the case files for the fixer.
Right, but are we just assuming that we haven't engaged with her very much, though?
Yeah, no, she's super busy.
So yeah, so my point still stands. Like, how come we haven't, had more opportunities to get to know Danielle?
Gotcha. She says, I spent most of my time going down to DC, talking about propositions for this or that, or making sure powered rights exist. Like, I'm only here half the time.
Right.
That's why I, dedicate a lot of my friends here. They help run this company while I'm away.
Well, you've been here for a long time. Have you ever lost anyone else in the past that's been closer to you than Gregory?
At my age, you start to lose people all the time. From the very first encounter I had, when Jackson Carr attacked the Capitol, I lost 2 really close friends. It was a rough time. Sadly, my life has been full of a lot of loss. But I get to share some joyous times too, and this is one of them. I want it to be one of them.
What do you mean? Like, what's joyous about?
Oh, having dinner with friends? I mean, what's not to love?
Oh, yeah, I just, still feeling that loss that we were sharing a moment about.
Yeah. I try not to dwell on it too much. If you let the dark in, it tends to cloud righteous thoughts.
Can I pull Zach aside quickly?
But I'm talking with Danielle. I mean, yeah, you can.
Excuse me, I'm talking with Danielle here. Jade's just like pulling on his sleeve, like, excuse me.
At this moment, Harry, who you guys haven't really heard from in a while, says, I want to raise a glass to absent friends, to all those past and present and future that may not be with us. Here, whatever. Right? So everybody picks up their glasses.
I pick up my glass and I cheers Danielle super hard, hoping that the glass knocks her glass out of her hand.
Okay. Are you going to intentionally go in for too hard?
I want it to seem like an accident. Yeah.
Okay. What will I do? Let's do sleight of hand for this, because this is like a dexterous type roll.
Oh. 10 total.
So you hit her glass, but she pulls back a little bit before you hit it, and it dings really loud, but it doesn't break. She goes, easy there, Tiger. We gotta keep these glasses intact. These are expensive.
Okay. Sorry about that. Just excited about, celebrating.
Hannah reaches hers towards you too, to ding.
I ding. Cheers.
There's a weird part of my brain that thinks cheersing and like hitting everyone's cups together was specifically made to prevent poisoning, because the mixing of everyone's drinks was intended to show that like you hadn't poisoned any of them. This is just background, things I'm thinking about.
I kind of want to look at Zach and be like, I am, and like try to, making eyes like, I don't know, I made a mistake. Because you know what I did.
Well, yeah, I don't know why you think it's a mistake or anything. But...
Well, I just feel like she's so nice.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But I don't know if I judged her character quite well enough before I decided. But I don't know. Too late. I made my decision.
Yeah. Yeah, that was ballsy.
Before I talked to my crew.
Is that it? Do you want to say anything, Zach?
Yeah, it's a little bit dubious, so I don't know.
It says glasses up in the air. This is the moment you're in.
I guess, yeah, to lost loved ones. That's
Kampai.
I was gonna. Yeah, no, I'm gonna hold it back. It's fine.
Okay. Everybody takes a drink.
I'm taking a drink of water.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Geoff actually calls out. He's like, "You can't cheers with water."
Oh, really?
And he says, "Zach, Janie, get a drink. Your choice. The whiskey's great." He has whiskey.
Okay, I'll get a whiskey.
A waiter comes over, gives you a whiskey, and gives Janie some red wine. They bring your dinners out in a few minutes. It all looks super fancy. You guys got the extra forks and everything. What did you order, Zach?
Sushi.
That's right. It's all decorated. Do you need anything on the side? Do you get your wasabi and soy sauce?
No, just the sushi is fine.
Gotcha. Jade, you get anything extra?
I like the vegetable, like egg rolls.
Oh. You request a special edition for that. They bring one of those to you. Everybody starts digging in. Conversation continues. Janie brings up, what do you all think about the launch of that Russian ship?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's kind of scary news for them to have something so powerful in wherever it is in orbit these days. Like I'm not too sure about that, how I feel about them having that. Danielle chimes in, like, I'm on board with that. It was a surprise to have that go off without so much insight into it. We didn't know they were anywhere near that advanced. I'm not sure how they developed that technology so quickly, but it's a diplomatic problem. We'll figure out how they got access to that much information and what their intentions are with something. We can't have them have the only warship available. Like that's not the way we want to start our interstellar expansion. Is under the thumb of Russian government.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty serious.
Definitely not good.
Darn Ruskies.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of sounding like there's like this like hot competition or something. Okay.
Do you want to add anything?
I'm not sure I want to. Like, I'm not sure what she's trying to start there. I don't know. What
Start
is
a
okay?
conversation.
So, I guess like talking about like this space kind of race thing going on here. I don't know. That's kind of like a new concern.
Yeah, there's not too many heroes that can fly. We don't have an army of Danielles. I mean, we have a handful that can fly, but we don't. I don't like us having no real warship of our own. I mean, I'm sure we're in process of developing something, but I don't like that they got there first.
Sure.
Nobody likes to come in second.
I
Yeah,
mean,
right.
considering like everything they just did too. So, you know.
Geoff chimes in with, "I'm sure before too long, we'll be able to have a ship of our own and share the responsibility for interstellar expansion. We don't want them to be in charge of what the future of space travel is, and we'll be able to match them hopefully soon. I'm on board with you guys. We shouldn't have them be the first ones lay down any type of bases in places where we aren't able to gain a foothold because they have all of the resources. But I don't want to start an armed conflict with them either. So we have to play diplomatic as much as possible here."
Hasn't Danielle been working to do that? Like, why haven't we?
Yeah, she said she has.
I mean, I guess like why aren't they like? Do we know like why they're not more cooperative? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we know about?
Oh, are you asking this
Yeah, for sure. Like,
to Danielle?
well, and I guess to the table at the same time. Like, what have been our struggles with them that makes it hard to work together?
I mean, we didn't even. Danielle says this. We thought their earliest possible launch for such a vehicle was 20 years away. Like this is a big surprise to us. We didn't know they were anywhere close. Like we knew they had a facility. We thought it might be spacecraft, could have been aircraft, but we didn't have the insight into their facilities. It's just I'm surprised that they just somehow seemed like they skipped a few steps and now they're launching spacecraft. They have a spacecraft construction facility. It even sounds weird to say. Yeah, so they must have had some breakthroughs or
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Callum or myself and I roll a like a physics check and realize that like that thing was way too big for modern technology to lift off the ground? Like it was like some huge spaceship, wasn't it?
yeah, it was much larger than like a space shuttle.
Yeah.
And modern in this case is misleading because we're playing the present day, but we're playing in a history where technology developed much faster. So the modern day is more advanced than our real world modern day, to the point where quantum computers are a thing that exists. I don't know, they're probably a few decades ahead of us. They're not a lot though, so but this is definitely a leap in terms of like the available technology. There's nothing else that it exists like this. There are space shuttles, there are spacecraft, there is people living on the moon currently, but there are no large spacecraft that can enter orbit and take off with a crew of that size. Like that doesn't exist. You could think more like the aircraft carriers from Avengers, kind of like that. They're very large, and yeah, nowhere else has anything like this. There's only the one though right now that we know of. Janie continues on. Since I have you guys here, I don't get much of an opportunity to speak with Golden Squad. You guys have actually been doing a great job improving our image, and I think it would be great if you guys could join some of the outreach programs that I have going on.
Oh, what exactly?
Shake hands, have an event, rally up some support. Locally's fine. You don't have to go to DC or anything, but just have a Golden Squad day or something, and you can shake hands, take pictures, spread the image of a successful, well-oiled organization.
I'm okay with that. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. That sounds like something that would be beneficial.
I clicked my radio twice, so Zach knows Callum says yes.
Okay, cool.
I appreciate all that you did trying to save hardware, because Janie was hardware's boss.
Oh, absolutely. That's part of Cooper Corp's like ability to really help out with like, these kinds of things. So,
Did you share the knowledge of the tech you have with anyone? Like, would they know about it?
oh, No, just Phi. It's still actually being developed, and we figured this was a good opportunity to develop it further.
No. Sorry, that was that was DM me. I'm asking, does this group know about the tech that you have for helping hardware, or was that something you only told like Geoff about or anything like that?
This group knows. We talked about it in one of the last sessions. That's something we're doing.
Yeah, like I wasn't sure if you wanted it to be shared with Phi as a whole or just like Geoff.
Oh, that technology?
Yeah.
No, yeah, with Phi as a whole, I mean, with the people, sorry. Okay, so yeah, it's not like we don't want leaks or anything about this. So just with the people with the researchers or the people trying to help hardware. So I guess it's not like we're telling all of Phi like, hey, like this is what we're doing. Like only the people that need to know. So obviously, like hardware is a part of Janie's team, right?
Yeah,
So she
but
would know.
if it's more like secret, she might not bring it up in a dinner. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I still could see her doing that since we're at the table with like Geoff and Danielle.
Okay, then she will.
I mean, we're talking at the table, right?
Yeah.
We're not talking to like the broader. I mean, I could see her bringing it up, and that's fine. It's yeah, we're not like publicly like broadcasting or whatever.
No.
It's just one of those things.
Quit putting me
that,
on
like,
blast. Fudge.
She says, I'm excited and hopeful that anything that you might bring to the table, speaking in terms of Cooper Corp, in order to help hardware, that's going to be greatly appreciated. He's missed already, and we want to see him get better as soon as we can.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not really sure like what they were doing with him, but apparently he's got some very interesting potential. So I don't know what that means for his like safety going forward, or what that means for how people are going to treat him going forward here at Phi. So kind of a double-edged sword, right?
Yeah. At this point, everybody's having a conversation, mostly done with dinner. Hannah ends up spilling her wine. Harry sends one of his dishes back because he's not a fan of the way that he thinks the steak is underdone, so he sends it back. He gets lobster tail instead. Andrea gets a second drink. She gets a whiskey. She wanted to try some drinking. Okay, here's the kicker. After Hannah spills her drink, Danielle hands her glass. Says, "You can have the rest of mine. I'm not a fan."
Oh boy.
Oh,
Of course. Of course. Of course she does.
Hannah takes a sip and says, "Oh, I don't mind this," and offers some to Janie. Janie refuses. She's like, "I'm not much of a wine drinker." Actually, I think she had red wine. She says, "I've had enough red wine." Hannah finishes the cup.
Well, shoot.
The dinner goes on. You guys get dessert.
I drink 2 glasses of whiskey.
Yeah. I'm going to skip the rest of the details of dessert and stuff so we can end the session. But the next day, you hear that Danielle and Hannah are both unconscious and not waking up.
Okay.
Killed them.
They're alive.
You killed them.
They're both alive, but this is very concerning, as people don't know what happened. And so I'm sure the next day, or I guess what do you guys want to talk about afterwards? Because I'm sure there's some questions coming.
Oh, God. What do we want to talk about? Are we on the same day or are we talking the next day? Because, like, if this is after the event, I feel like we're going to have a powwow somewhere and talk about maybe the drink switcheroo thing and why that happened, maybe? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that conversation is coming.
So that's what Callum, I want to talk to Jade about. Hey, Jade. What
Hey.
was I was watching on the cameras. What was with the drink thing?
Geoff pulled me into his office and wanted me to do this mission. He wanted me to keep it from you guys, and looking back on it now, maybe I shouldn't have done that. And I should have consulted with you guys first.
Did he give a good reason as why he didn't want you to say anything?
I don't actually remember that. It's been so long. I don't.
Would you tell them?
Yeah, I think I would tell them now because I feel
Okay.
like Jade would now feel guilty about the situation because she's young. She's just trying to follow orders, but now she's like, should have I done that and stuff like that.
The general outline was that we don't know enough about Danielle, and it's better to be safe than sorry. And the safe explanation is we investigate while she's unconscious in case she is a Russian agent, and then if she's not, we just say sorry. It's
protocol now.
like we don't want to hurt her, and we just need her off the table in terms of combat. The thing that she was dosed with, it only lasts a few days, like 3 days. So all we need to do is just keep her comfortable while we investigate. And then if she is a Russian agent, we don't have to worry about fighting her.
So,
His idea was to avoid a confrontation directly with someone so powerful.
And Hannah was just like an obvious accident. So.
Collateral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. That's the word.
Civilian collateral.
But it's only, from what Geoff told you, the drug lasts about 3 days and is just unconscious. No pain, no lasting effects. He had it developed at Frylock's. I think you guys found that part out already.
So he had it developed.
Yes.
Oof.
What I was thinking, which I don't know if this has anything to do with it, I was thinking about it right as I was poisoning her, because
drugging is a better word.
In the poem, does it have something about beware of the red or whatever? And I poisoned her in red wine. So I was like, could this have something to do with that? I don't know. Maybe.
She should have read this poem.
She should have.
She would have been aware of things red.
Maybe she did. She was aware the whole time.
This next session will start out with Danielle and Hannah unconscious, and the repercussions of and how Fi reacts to those two comas, I guess it technically is.
Oofda.
Yeah, and now I'm like, maybe that was not how we should have done things.
I feel that works with Jade as a character. I understand that move of being in the team and doing it.
Yeah.
Are you going to confess to anybody that you did this outside of your team?
I don't think it's necessary. I mean, I was just doing a mission for Geoff, and if he wants to, I guess, call me out, but I mean, I would rather not, because maybe there'll be missions later on that I need to do, and if people know that I do those kinds of things, maybe I won't be as useful,
Okay, so yeah, I think that's a good place to end it. And just so you guys know, she rolled poorly on her stealth. That was that random roll that you guys did. She rolled a 5.
Yeah.
And then I had everyone roll perception, and you guys rolled well. So I was like, that's why you guys noticed it, and nobody else did. She rolled poor enough to where she almost beat it, actually, but it was poor enough to where people would notice her doing it.
Yeah, I rolled low.
I feel like that's just a sign of Jade's distress of doing it. Her poor roll is just your character had second thoughts right as you did it, and then you're trying to be overt to Zach. It works. I like that.
I messaged Luke and I was like, oh no, she seems so nice. Have I made the right decision?
Does Geoff seem mean? I mean, if it's Danielle versus Geoff.
No, I kind of just realized that I don't really know her at all. So me just blindly be yeah, I'll poison her. And she's like,
without any recon, I think that would be maybe what Jade doesn't find the act of poisoning someone distasteful. It was that she didn't know the person she was doing it to.
Maybe drugging is a better word.
Drugging, yeah.
Yeah, drugging.
It's Jade would never turn her nose up at a job like that. But maybe she's grown enough as a person and with a team to maybe I should get to know these people. Maybe you have your own moral code.
Yeah, exactly. So I was having she was having a moral dilemma.
What is this? I feel bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's it.
Well, it is what it is, and then I tried to knock it out of her hand, and I rolled poorly again. So,
Good times all around.
Then Hannah got poisoned. It was just okay.
Listen here, everyone.
All right. I didn't expect you to not attend, Callum.
You expected me to not be here?
Yeah, I didn't expect you to like ditch the party.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So I was like, I didn't plan for outside involvement.
Well, that's good because I was planning for outside involvement.
I mean,
You have made Callum the most paranoid human being now on the planet.
I realize I have to throw in something. So every session, I try to have a list of things that are just like the things that are important mixed with the things that are like, does that matter?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to try to throw in a little bit of everything. So like, what was the pieces of that dinner that were important? And then Jade would have had to come clean for that part for you guys. She might have anyway. Would you have told people if they wouldn't have seen you do it? Would you have told them?
I think so, yeah, because at the point of after I did it, I was like trying to get, Zach to be like, okay, Zach, come on. Like, but that's why I was going to pull him aside and be like, I think I made a mistake,
Cool. Okay.
But he was like, no, I'm talking to Danielle. I was like, okay, fine.
Well, I thought you knew what you were doing and everything. I was like, okay, well.
I'm a 23-year-old, that's just flying by the seat of my pants,
All right, cool. Well, that's all I have, and I don't want to keep you guys up too late, so we can end here.
That was fun. Thanks.
We'll do the other fun stuff later.
I'm always down for fun stuff. So when is next session? Is it going to be a while now?
Alex, you're done for pretty much for a whole month, right, at this point?
Yes.
And this concludes episode 37, A Dinner to Remember. Thanks for taking the time to listen to our show. As always, we're happy to hear from you. If you guys want to reach out, you can do so on your favorite social media. The links are in our link tree in the episode description. I always make an effort to respond whenever we get a message, so if you want to say hi, I'll definitely say hi back. Next episode, we find out what Edward was doing while the team was feasting with the Phi guys and gals. Since Alex is out next week, we're going to have some role-playing of brand new characters until we can meet up again in a month. Have a good time, and I'll see you on our next episode.